Hi, it's Brian, your 3D engineer. And today, we're going to discuss everyone other than you. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're an engineer like me, you know you're pretty important to the product development process. Let's say I'm working on this plane. Not that kind of plane, this kind of plane. And this plane needs me. But, well, it's a really big project, and what I need is a little help. Fortunately, I usually have some. I mean, I'm not the only engineer at my company, so I'm not the only one working on this plane. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll get that over to you soon. We've got some engineers here, and some engineers here. Oh yeah, and then there's this partner. They're working on some of the design work as well. We've got a supplier. They make this thing, whatever it is, and that goes into the design too. And don't forget the customer. They're not actually doing the design, but boy do they have ideas. And feedback. Lots of feedback. And well, don't forget the other folks that need to get involved. These guys in manufacturing. And there's our sales and marketing teams. Quite the crowded party, isn't it? Don't get me wrong. This plane's not getting off the ground without this team. But, is it getting off the ground with this team? With so many people working on so many different parts of this project, I need to make sure that all of these pieces this team is creating fit together. And that once I get them all together, they work. I could just cross my fingers, but did I mention that planes are expensive? So what do I do? Well, first, let's look at the challenges. Let's take our engineers here. Hi, team. Wait, where did Bob go? Wasn't he on this project? Oh, he's on a different project now. Well, we've got the models that Bob was working on. I guess those are my models now. Not a big deal, right? But remember our old friend Design Intent? Without Bob on the project, I need to make sure I can easily make changes to his model without having to recreate it, and without calling Bob. The same thing is true for data from my partners and suppliers. I need to make changes to their models too. Maybe something changed on the components that I'm working on, like this. Now I need to make sure that the parts my partner has developed still work with my new updates. But wait, this data is in a different format than mine. You mean you're not using the same design tool I'm using? But it's the best! No matter. What I need to be able to do is import data from partners and suppliers, even if it's in a different format. There. That's half the battle. The other half? Well, now that it's imported, this data looks a little dumb. Don't worry, I'm not just being rude. What I mean is that all of the design intelligence that was in the model when the partner was working on it, now that it's been moved to a different format, that intelligence is gone. Or maybe it wasn't ever there in the first place. I mean, they were using the other design tool. Either way, I need to find some intelligence in this model, and quick, so that I can work with this data and take advantage of all of the goodness of a parametric approach. Constraints, dependencies, intent. I need my CAD system to recognize that. Hey, there's a feature. And there, that's a pattern. Suddenly, my model's looking smarter. And now it's all coming together. And, oh right, those other guys. Analysis, sales, marketing. Them. They've got needs. What they need is a model I'm working on. Because while I'm doing the hard work, they need to make sure that it gets, well, sold. And that it doesn't break when it comes together on the manufacturing floor. So I suppose that's important too. But these guys, they didn't go to the big fancy engineering school that I did, so they don't need the level of detail on the model that I need. What they need is a version of the model that's specific to them. Not too much, not too little. And what I need is to be able to give them that view without having to do a lot of work myself, or any extra work. And I need to stop that phone from ringing. I'm busy, remember? So, the good news is, with the right design tools, they don't need me. They can get what they need on their own. And with the right design tools, my work is a lot easier as well. I can make changes to models from others without worrying about their old design intent. I can import and modify data from partners and suppliers, even if they're using a different design tool than I am. And I can easily provide role-specific views of the product to the other guys and gals around here that need it. You can thank me later, marketing. Want more details? Go here to learn more. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a plane to catch. Until next time.